We're going to talk about the topic demonology and witchcraft. I don't know a lot about this topic, only what I've experienced. And we're also going to talk about the chakras, personal experience about the New Age movement and what's going on in our neighborhoods and our families. Please pray with me as we're going to get into this topic. My sister's pretty heavily involved into crystals, into chakras. I know a lot of people, friends, neighbors who they're heavily involved. So I try to get a clear picture of this, but this is the best I could do. And if you don't know a little bit about chakras, they have a shaman or guru who these stones, like a rose quartz, is namely used for those who are hurt from a relationship. That's the only best example. And because Christians are really late in the game here, we need to know this going into Halloween. They have a lot of events planned. It's very trendy, and it's part of the New Age movement, and it'll probably be part of the one world government systems planned for a one world religion. And watching for the signs of the Lord's return, we should know enough about this topic by now. If you don't know, you want to know where your kids are learning this. It's science. And I believe October 4th will be probably this very event. It'll be the coming together of the scientists that will meet with the Pope on the Green New Deal. And this is what it looks to me. It will be these type of topics that we're talking about on these blogs. And I'm nervous because I know that they're not saved. And I am reluctant to talk about it because I don't know what to say. There's a lot of people that I know are very heavily into the chakras. And they don't talk about anything Christian, of course. And they have walked away from their families, and they are living their life. Okay, so I don't want to get too into it, but I want to tell you about some of the things that are happening when people are delivered and walk away from this, which is the hope that we have. Okay, and I didn't want to do another video, but I wanted to do this because I know I talked to my neighbor and she took down the witches and she felt convicted. There are a lot of Christians that go to yoga classes. Now, I know that it's an oxymoron for Christians to go to yoga, okay? This is what the whole push that Rick Warren is and in unity is that Christians participate in yoga classes. It's not the way the Lord wants it. Can't serve two masters. It's just the way it is. Jesus said that he is the way, the truth, and the light. That no one can come to the Father but through Jesus Christ. So, this is to my sister and to my friends that are into the chakras and to yoga. Christians can't participate in this type of stuff. It's a spiritual warfare. And when you start dealing with demons, you have to realize There are a lot of people I know that are paralyzed, who've done drugs, who dabbled in psychedelic things that are forever changed. And when you dabble into drugs or anything, and I heard of the worst case scenarios, so I don't want to repeat it here. But I'm saying this, I pray for you to get as far away from the psychedelic drugs and some of the horrific things that could happen. You must be delivered from this. So I'm going to say a short prayer that you are delivered from this lifestyle, that only Jesus can save you from this horrific, destructive lifestyle. Because what happens is once the devil has a foothold in your life, you can't do this without help of the Lord. So know this is the Lord's call for you to get out of this lifestyle. That if you don't get out of this lifestyle, you know that you have no future in heaven and that you have a part in the lake of fire. My prayer is that you hear this message. My prayer is that you are delivered. If you turn away from the Lord, you reject the Lord, He will reject you. So just know, this is the time to come back to the Lord if you've been backslidden or turned away from the Lord at all. This is the only time I wanted to give to this topic because of this time of year. It's early enough in before they start really getting into the satanic rituals. And there's a lot of people that know this too, that you do not have to participate. You can come together with other believing Christians who will not go along with the devil's plan. And that's my hope and prayer. And I'm going to pray again that you know that Jesus Christ loves you and that we love you and we want the best for you. And that's why we're praying for you. Thank you again for joining me on this short audio prayer and time together.